Hey, good days, ladies and gentlemen, and what's going on? You may reply to me, I'm not doing very well because I have a PD Cruiser, such a problematic vehicle. Whenever it occurs, when you commute from your home to work, or from work to home, or when you try to go shopping and pick up kids, the engine will die and you move nowhere. Especially when you are driving on highway and the engine dies. See how horrible the tragic it is. So for example, my symptom, when I drive around 30 kilometers and the engine gets warm, it would in any minute the engine shut down. But beforehand you will see the engine light, trouble light, it indicates. And after the indications of the engine trouble light turned on, you'll be prepared in any minute the engine will shut down. Here's what I trying to solve the problem. When I check the trouble code, it shows p0032 and 38. So when I Google it, it shows up the O2 sensor went wrong, the upstream and lower stream. But don't worry about the O2 sensor. It is nothing to do with those. It's something with the relay. All Chrysler or similar systems, it has a ASD relay, which means auto shutdown. Auto shutdown. Why? Because the PCM, it would try to protect the engine. If the engine went wrong, the PCM would trigger off the ASD so that your fuel system, your ignition system won't have power. So your engine will become stalled and then die in any minute. So what I do is I try to replace the ASD relay. The reason being is when your car is in operation or when you're driving it, for example, you drive like 6 hours, the ASD relay activates 6 hours. And how many years have you been driving this vehicle? 6 years? So guess what? The ASD relay is about the time to die. So when you activate the ASD relay, and then the solenoid inside the relay, it gets hot. And when it gets hot, the magnetic pole force will become weak, so that the power of 12 battery voltage won't be sufficient or like stable to fit your fuel system and your ignition system. So your car will like act like a something. You would think it might be fuel system went wrong, so you replace the all fuel injections, you replace the all ignitions, the spark, the IACs, whatever you can imagine, but you never trying to think about ASD. So replace it like mine. I replace it. I never ever again have such a symptom. Randomly engine die. You can either purchase a brand new one or swap with the starter, because the starter will use only twice a day. For example, when you crank, that means you go to work, and when you crank again, that means you are going home. Okay, so the frequency of using these relay is way smaller than using the ASD. The ASD is like acting whenever the engine runs or in operations. So give it a try, swap it, and then hopefully it never ever happen. Randomly engine die again to you and to mine. Have a nice day.